Hey guys, Tatiana Gote here. So I'm going to get into the title of this video and about the current status of my weight loss journey. However, I want to kind of make a plea with you guys. And I kind of want to introduce a new concept, something that I've been thinking a lot about and that I would like to do to provide more content for you guys. And honestly, an opportunity to get to know you, my viewers, a little bit more. If you're new to my channel, you know I've been on YouTube for over a decade, and I started my YouTube journey teaching makeup tutorials. I've shared so much of my life on YouTube over the years. Right now, my focus is my weight loss journey, but a lot of my followers have been here since day one when it was makeup, and they've stayed for so long, not necessarily because of the makeup, just because we know each other at this point. They've seen me through so many phases of my life, from my late 20s, now I'm in my 40s. There's only so many things I could talk about with weight loss. In brainstorming, when I thought about what more content could I give you guys, what more could we talk about, my first thought was you. Let's talk about you. So my idea is that, you know, those advice columns that there used to be in like magazines forever ago? What happened to those? Isn't that sort of like what the talk shows of the old days used to be, the Oprahs and the Donahues and the Ricky Lakes? Somebody would go in there with their life experience and share that information and also kind of ask for advice on what to do next or how to navigate. I want to do that with you guys. So many of you, again, have seen me through so many of my life circumstances. And you know my journey, the highs and the lows. And some of you have even been taught by me. You know, I did live classes for many years. My makeup classes always turned into question and answer. That was like the meat and potatoes of my live classes. And so often it went far beyond makeup, where I shared with you things that were happening in my life. And you asked questions of me and asked me, what should you do for your life? Those are some of my best memories in my journey of being on social media. I would like to further that here. So I created an email where you can write me. The email is zeropriceadvice@gmail.com. I want you to remain 100% anonymous. Tell me what's going on in your life. Give me all the details of what's going on in your life. You can write me from a burner account. Just make sure that if I respond back to your email with further questions, you're checking any possible scenario, whether it be about your relationship, whether it be about your friendships, whether it be about your work environment or your career or your mental health or your lack thereof. I want you to tell me anything, any story in great detail, as much detail as you can give. You will remain 100% anonymous, and I'll come back here and share your story and give my insight on what I think, maybe what I think you should do. And also, you'll have the response of people watching the videos in the comments. They might relate 100% to your story and give a perspective that I didn't give or don't have. And I think that this could do a few different things. I think that we could accomplish a few different things. The biggest thing is I think it'll make you feel less isolated, because a lot of times what happens when we're going through something in life is that we think we're the only one. In all the years that I've been on YouTube and with all of the life experiences that I've shared, one of the most resounding, reoccurring messages to me from the universe, from God, is that I'm never alone. There's always someone who can relate. There's always somebody who's been through what I've been through. And no matter how much I might feel like I'm just on an island by myself, as soon as I let that thing that's going on leave my lips, people find me and they say, "Me too, girl. Oh, I've been there." So it's my hope that basically just through storytelling, we could help each other not feel so isolated in a world that makes us think that everything is perfect and that is just, you know, the highlight reel, or we're inundated with perfection all the time. I want this to be a segment where we come to realize that, number one, nothing is perfect. No one is perfect. And no matter how much you think you're alone, it's simply not true. You're not alone. My life experiences have brought me to so many different places. They've also brought me to so many highs and so many lows. Life has taught me that truly people are just people. The worst case scenario could end up being your best case scenario. And nothing, no story, no matter how incredibly crazy, isn't something that can't be figured out or that you should feel alone about. So once again, remain completely anonymous. Email me that story that you've been wanting to tell, or that question you've been wanting to ask, or seeking that advice you're too scared to ask anybody else. Put it all down and send me an email to zeropriceadvice@gmail.com. I just might select it to share with my audience. This can be your sounding board, and maybe we can get to the bottom of whatever it is that's going on. Okay, so moving on. The sun is doing crazy things. You know, you keep seeing all those memes on social media about how it's 3 o'clock and like the sun is going down, and like in an hour it's going to be 12 a.m. because it gets so dark. Well, I'm in this weird time right now where the sun is going down, so it's casting weird shadows on my face. But I have taken my 5th shot of compound semaglutide, meaning knockoff semaglutide. It's not Wegovy, it's not Ozempic, it's a knockoff, a no name. And y'all, I'm about to just stop taking it because I've only lost like 4 pounds and I'm paying out of pocket for it, and I am not thrilled at my results at all. I am now moved up to 1.5 milligrams in dosage. For the past 2 weeks, my hunger certainly isn't like as overwhelming as it would be if I wasn't taking the medication at all, but it's still there. This was not my first experience with Wegovy. When I was on name brand Wegovy, would have to remind myself to eat. So it might be also like it's the holidays, it's Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving was last week. My husband's business partner and us, our family, went to the Poconos, and we had like a Friendsgiving, you know, where like a bunch of friends get together for Thanksgiving. This was the week before Thanksgiving. So we had that, and I was eating then. And then we had Thanksgiving, and I was definitely eating then. So I shouldn't be surprised that my weight hasn't really gone down, but the fact that I want to eat at all is what bothers me. That might sound crazy, I know, but I didn't pay for this drug to just feel like I'm hungry all the time still. But I told my girlfriend the other day, I think I have to resolve myself to just remembering that I'm not gaining weight. So I was on a trajectory to have been like 300 pounds at this point. Not even kidding. I was at like 248. And within the 5 weeks that I've been on the compound injection, I've only lost 4 pounds. However, it's better than gaining another 20. So I guess I just kind of have to like thank God for small favors. Like looking at myself right now, I'm like, okay, my face might look a little bit slimmer, but I've literally only lost like 4 pounds. Alas, it is the holidays, so it could be worse. That said, can we talk about the hair loss? I remember like years ago when I like learned about gastric bypass and like learned that that was a thing. I remember learning that people lost a ton of their hair when they did that. Fast forward years and years to me taking Wegovy, and I just saw a bunch of people saying that one of the side effects was hair loss. During my entire time with Wegovy, my hair thinned just a little bit, nothing major. Once I got off Wegovy and was off for a good while, my hair just started breaking off. Can you relate to that? Have you experienced not being on the medication, beginning to gain your weight back and eat like you used to, and then your hair falls out? Like, all of this is broken on both sides. It's all at the crown. And back here, like, can't really see, but there's short hairs back here just breaking. What is that? Like, my hair is noticeably thinner. I've always had super full hair. I'm thinking that it's more hormonal than the medication. It's right around the time that my husband and I lost a pregnancy, which is in April of 2024. It is now December of 2024. It's in that time frame that I really started to lose the hair. And I wasn't on Wegovy and was pretty far removed from taking it. We all know that weight loss and hair loss, rapid weight loss and hair loss is connected. And when you read about it online, most things say that it is reversible. But I would think if it was due to the rapid weight loss, which, by the way, that's a distinction that needs to be made. It is not the drug that makes your hair fall out. It is the rapid weight loss that makes your hair fall out or break off. So we know that that's a thing. But in reading all about weight loss and hair loss, everything says it's due to rapid malnutrition because you're eating significantly less, not eating as much as you should. Take multivitamins to make sure that your nutrition is there, but hair loss might happen anyway. Don't worry, it's reversible, is what everything says. Okay, but if it's reversible, then why did I lose the weight after I got off the medication and I was eating properly, like, or not properly, but more? Okay, well, I'm just gonna move over here. Anyway, that's where I'm at with the weight loss. I paid for 4 more weeks, and I'm like, I'm just gonna save that. Oh, another thing, sorry. Another thing is that I'm switching insurance, getting onto my husband's insurance, which hasn't kicked in quite yet. Kicks in January. So I have like 3 more weeks until that insurance kicks in. As soon as that insurance kicks in, I'm going to get on or communicate with some kind of teledoc and start getting injections via my insurance so that I can stop paying out of pocket so much. I think I'm definitely going to switch to Zepbound. Studies just came out in the news, all across the news within the past 3 days. I keep seeing studies showing that Zepbound works better than Wegovy. Once that insurance kicks in, I can't wait to sort that out and give you guys whatever information I learn about the telemedication route. I really still have to stay over here because this is crazy. Then here comes this guy.
How you doing?
So insurance kicks in next month, and I think that that's going to be interesting. But until then, I'm trying to decide, do I wait? Because I paid for 4 weeks more of the medication. When I first signed up, I signed up for like a bunch of weeks. And I'm like, if it's not working, should I just save that credit for friggin' Botox or something? I don't know. But I think because it is the holidays, I should just keep taking it so that I don't keep gaining weight, even if I just plateau and just stay where I'm at. Decisions.
She's perfect and beautiful.
So yeah, we will see. There will be more on that in the weeks to come. But what I'm so excited about is zeropriceadvice@gmail.com. Send me your stories, ask me your questions, get your advice. Okay, guys, thanks so much. I'm going to be looking forward to your stories. I'm going to be looking forward to your questions. I cannot wait to read them, and I can't wait to answer them from my heart, from hopefully a non-judgmental space. But sometimes, it might not happen that way. Sometimes if you tell me something ludicrous, I'm going to have to tell you that's ridiculous. We'll see. Again, make sure that I can email you back if I have any further questions before I bring it to my audience. And please don't be scared at all. It will remain anonymous. If I don't know who you are, nobody will know who you are. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to talking to you really soon. Thanks. Bye.